So it looks like the House is moving forward with trying to find out what the hell happened with COVID. Was some guy just chowing down on a bat? Was, someone spilled something at a lab? Was it made deliberately? Was it funded by Fauci? Was it funded by taxpayers? We might find out. I don't mean to be so pessimistic, but I just have a hard time just believing we're going to find any concrete stuff. I love to think we will, but we'll see what happens. House votes to declassify intel on the origins of COVID. The Republican-controlled House of Representatives voted on Friday to declassify intelligence related to the origins of the COVID virus, delivering a hefty dose of accountability as the federal agencies have begun to admit that the virus likely originated from a Chinese lab. Don't we know somebody who said that? I think he had kind of like an orangey tone to him, who said pretty much from day one it was concocted in a lab. Many other people said it too, and they were banned, they were censored, and we weren't allowed to say it. According to the Associated Press, the House voted in a sweeping 419-0. Wow. They pretty much were probably put on the spot. Like, it's one of those things like, why would you vote no? Why would you not want to find out? Unless you had something to hide. So, like, even though we want to protect China, we got to vote for them. Vote to declassify the intelligence, and it will now lead to head to the Oval Office, where Joe Biden will sign it into law. The vote to move this bill forward signified an impressive show of bipartisan cooperation in the People's House, and will hopefully answer the most important questions surrounding China's Wuhan Institute of Virology, where the coronavirus is largely theorized to have originated from. Jim Jordan on Twitter: the House just voted unanimously to declassify the intelligence relating to origins of COVID. Accountability. I like Jim Jordan. He's been good. He's a fighter. Again, I don't want to sound so pessimistic, but it's hard to like get excited for this stuff. Like, yes, finally accountability, when just nothing really ever happens. Republicans have been a huge letdown. It's a little different now because there are some MAGA fighters in there. So we'll see what actually does happen. As reported by RSBN, the U.S. Department of Energy joined the FBI in February in admitting that COVID probably came from a lab. I gotta say probably, maybe, possibly. Which is what Fauci does all the time. That's how he gets out of everything. That's how he gets out of a lot, pretty much anything he's questioned on. But, well, because if it comes to light, then he can be like, well, I mean, I never said definitely. I never said for sure. I said it's a maybe. It's a possibly. He's a crafty liar, that little SOB. Lisa Stefanik commented on Twitter, House Republicans are committed to fighting for transparency and accountability for the American people. I want to believe that. I really, really do. Per the AP, the House's bill to declassify the intelligence is largely zeroed in on the links between the Wuhan Institute of Virology and the outbreak of COVID, and whether a laboratory leak caused the outbreak, of whether animal to human contamination kicked off the pandemic. Remember the bat thing that was so big? They ate a bat and they threw up on somebody else, and then they threw up on someone else. It was just a big throw up fest of bats, and then it just spread. That's how it did. And then they changed it. China changed it to no, it was the American troops. He blamed it on our troops. President Trump was the OG. That's what I said from the beginning, that the coronavirus had originated from the lab during his presidency, and he was openly mocked by the mainstream media. Now it looks like Trump was right. An exclusive op-ed written by the Daily Mail, Trump declared 3 years ago, I declared the COVID-19 was almost certainly came from the Chinese Wuhan lab. Now, the world is finally admitting the truth. The cover-up of the COVID-19's origins is one of the greatest scandals in the history of the world. Millions of people all over the planet have died from the China virus. We call it China virus. Friday's bill was initially introduced by Senator Josh Hawley. He's been impressive lately. I got to give it to him. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Again, it's the third time I'm saying it. I hate to sound pessimistic, but I just it's hard to really think that they're going to do anything. I mean, how many years have we had Republicans just not doing it? The only time we felt like we're actually getting things done and things were working and people were actually listening to us was when Trump was in there. That's why people love him so much, and that's why a lot of people like me are going to be voting for him again, because I've never seen anyone, right or left, ever fight for the American people like Trump did it all for free. That's when things were actually getting done. I want to believe that the House can do something. We got some MAGA fighters in there like Jim Gates, or Matt Gates, Jim Jordan, and a lot of other good ones, but I don't know. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. Did you always believe it was a Wuhan lab leak? Did you believe the whole bat story? I'd love to hear from you guys. You guys should check me out live every Thursday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Eastern. If you haven't already, subscribe, hit that like button. It helps the algorithms, helps it move it through. If you're watching on Rumble, always appreciate a sub and a like over there. It might be my home permanently. We'll see. I've gotten 5 strikes in the past on YouTube. I might be permanently banned. We'll see what happens, but your guys' support does mean a lot. When I see the numbers go up, it really does mean a lot to me as a growing channel, someone trying to really push in 2023. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much. God bless. See you on the next one.